Hey everyone, welcome to today's deep dive.
Ooh, I like that.
It's all about essential English phrases that, can help you sound more confident in everyday conversations.
I like that. I think it's going to be really helpful for people.
Yeah, and you know what's really cool is the source material we have is almost like a script for real life interactions.
Oh, right.
So we can actually try these phrases out.
It's like a blueprint for communication.
Yeah. So let's jump right in, I guess.
Okay.
We got to start with the classic, hello, how are you?
Yeah.
We hear it all the time. But is there more to this than just, saying hi?
Well, yeah, there is.
Okay.
I mean, obviously on the surface, it's a simple greeting.
Yeah.
But in American culture,
Yeah.
it kind of signals that you're open to interacting, even just for a quick moment. And it's not just about giving information about how you're feeling. It's more about being polite and showing that you're approachable.
Okay, so like not a medical report on how I'm actually doing.
Right.
Just keeping it light.
Exactly. Keep it light, keep it brief.
Yeah.
And the responses matter too. I'm good, thank you, is fine.
Yeah.
But you could also mix it up with something like, I'm doing well, how about you?
Yeah.
Keep the conversation flowing.
Oh, so it's about, those subtle variations.
Yeah, nuances matter.
Yeah, make you sound like a natural speaker.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've said hello. We've asked, how are you?
Uh-huh.
What about thank you?
Another one we use all the time.
Yeah, I feel like I say that all the time, but is there a way to make it sound,
More sincere.
more sincere,
More heartfelt.
more heartfelt?
Yeah, of course. So like if someone holds a door open for you, thank you, is perfectly acceptable.
Right.
But you could really emphasize your gratitude by saying, thank you so much, I really appreciate it.
Oh, wow.
It makes a difference.
Like, the more specific you are, the more genuine it sounds.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And people pick up on that.
Interesting. Okay, so I've greeted someone.
Mm-hmm.
I've expressed my thanks. What if I need help? What do I say then?
Well, that's where can you help me comes in.
Okay.
Now, I know that in some cultures, being so direct might be considered a little bit rude.
Yeah.
But in American English, it's completely normal and even expected.
It's about clarity.
Yeah.
Being clear and direct.
Yes.
But what if I want to sound a little more polite?
Well, in that case, you can always say, could you please help me?
Right.
Just softens the request a little bit without losing the clarity.
I like that. So the subtle changes
Yeah,
in wording can really impact how you come across.
they really can.
Okay. All right, I'm getting the hang of this.
Yeah.
Now, what about when I'm completely lost and I need to figure out where to go?
Oh, yeah. The classic lost tourist situation.
Yeah, exactly.
Where is going to be your lifesaver.
Okay.
Where is the bathroom? Where's the nearest subway station? All those questions that are crucial when you're in a new place.
Right, but can I only use where is for physical locations?
Not at all. Think outside the box.
Like,
It can be used for anything.
Yeah.
Where is the logic in that argument? Where does this information fit in the bigger picture?
so it's about seeking understanding.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so where is?
Yeah.
Much more versatile than I thought.
Very versatile.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I've explored a bit. I've gotten help. What about saying goodbye? Is goodbye always the best option?
Well, it's definitely a solid choice,
Yeah.
but English has some other fun options depending on who you're talking to
Yeah.
and the situation. A simple bye works well with friends.
Huh?
See you later implies you'll see them again soon.
Right.
And then there's take care, which is a bit warmer and has good wishes tied to it.
Take care. I like that. It's almost like you're expressing concern for their well-being.
It is, you're saying, I hope you're well.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself.
Okay. Last scenario, I encounter something completely new, something I've never seen before.
Okay.
How do I ask about it?
What is this? Is your go-to.
What is this?
Yeah, it seems basic, but think about it. You can use that to ask about a weird fruit at the market, or even a complex scientific theory. It's all about satisfying that curiosity.
So simple, yet so powerful.
Right.
Okay, I have one more question, I promise.
Okay.
How do I express what I want without sounding demanding?
Oh, that's a good one.
Like at a restaurant or when I'm asking for something specific.
Well, instead of saying I want, which can be a bit strong,
Yeah.
Try using I would like.
I would like.
Yes, much more polite, especially in a formal setting.
Okay, so like, I would like to order the pasta.
Much better than give me the pasta.
Yeah, exactly.
It adds a touch of class.
I'm starting to see how all these seemingly simple phrases can make such a big difference in how I come across.
They really can. It's all about those subtle choices.
I feel like I'm finally getting a grasp on those nuances.
That's great to hear. That's what we aim for.
Yeah, it's like you're giving me a secret decoder ring for English.
Well, let's decode some more then, shall we?
Yes, let's keep going. I'm ready for more.
So we're back, and it's really amazing how even the simplest phrases can tell us so much about the culture.
Yeah, it's like these phrases are little windows into how people think and interact.
Exactly, and I think that's what makes language learning so fascinating.
I agree. Now, I'm curious about phrases that can help me in those tricky social situations.
Okay, like what?
Like when you want to express an opinion, but you don't want to, start a fight.
Right, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Well, luckily, English has a whole bunch of ways to say what you think.
Okay.
From subtle hints to more direct statements.
I like that. Give me the options.
All right, well, let's start with a classic. I think.
Oh, okay. I think. It seems pretty straightforward, though.
It does, but there's a nuance to it.
Really? What is it?
Well, when you say, I think, it shows you're sharing your perspective, but you're not claiming it's the absolute truth.
Oh, I see.
You're leaving room for others to share their thoughts, too.
So it's more about opening up a dialogue.
Exactly. It's inviting people into the conversation.
I like that, but what if I feel a bit more strongly about something?
Okay, then maybe I think isn't strong enough.
Yeah, like I need to step up.
Right. Well, in that case, you could try, in my opinion.
In my opinion.
Yeah, it suggests you've given it some thought and you're ready to share your viewpoint with a bit more confidence.
It sounds more assertive.
It does.
Okay, but what if it's something I truly believe in, like a core value?
Yeah, when it's a deep conviction.
Yeah. Is there a phrase for that?
Absolutely. Go for I believe.
I believe. Yeah, that definitely has more weight to it.
Right. It's not just a casual opinion anymore. It's a statement about what shapes your view of the world.
Oh, wow. I'm seeing how these small changes in phrasing can make a big difference in how my message comes across.
It's all about choosing the right tool for the job.
Okay, so we've covered opinions. Now, what about those times when I'm totally lost in a conversation?
Oh, I've been there.
Like when someone's using all this jargon, or they're talking so fast I can't keep up.
Yeah, what do you do in those situations?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Well, believe it or not, a simple I don't understand can be incredibly helpful.
Really? I don't understand.
Yeah, it shows you're honest and willing to learn.
I admit sometimes I'm afraid to say that.
I get it. You don't want to seem like you're not smart enough.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you're saying it's actually okay to admit when I don't get something.
Absolutely. It takes courage to do that. And by speaking up, you're giving the other person a chance to explain things better.
Yeah. So everyone's on the same page.
Exactly.
That makes sense. Okay, so I've asked for clarification. Now, what about disagreeing with someone?
That's a tricky one.
Yeah, I want to be respectful, but also, stand my ground.
Right. You want to be assertive, but not aggressive.
Yeah, is there a phrase that can help me do that?
Well, how about, I see your point, but.
I see your point, but.
It's a great way to acknowledge the other person's perspective while still presenting your own.
So it's like building a bridge before I, present my counter argument.
Yeah, it is. It keeps things respectful.
I love that. Much better than just saying, no, you're wrong.
Right. It avoids making the other person feel like they're being attacked.
Okay, these phrases are like little communication superpowers.
They are. They can really help you navigate those tricky conversations.
I'm feeling more and more confident with each one we cover. So what else is in our linguistic toolkit?
Okay, let's imagine you're at a party, it's crowded, and you bump into someone accidentally.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Probably just mumble, "Excuse me," and hope they don't think I did it on purpose.
That's a good start. Excuse me is a real lifesaver in those situations.
Is it really that versatile?
Oh yeah, it can smooth over all sorts of social hiccups,
Yeah,
like
just-
squeezing past someone apologizing for a minor mistake,
Yeah.
even just getting someone's attention.
So it's about being polite,
It is,
but also navigating social space.
you know. Exactly. It helps maintain that sense of order and respect.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Never realized how powerful that little phrase could be.
It's a good one to have in your pocket.
Okay, I'm starting to see these phrases not just as words, but as tools for building relationships
Yeah.
and navigating the world around me.
That's the power of language.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
both practical and deeply human.
I'm really starting to see how these phrases can help smooth over all those little awkward moments that come up in social situations.
You really can. It's all about having the right tools for the job.
Exactly. So what other essential phrases should I add to my toolkit?
Okay, let's say you've just met someone for the first time.
Okay.
What's a good way to make a positive first impression?
Probably, "Nice to meet you."
Perfect. That's a classic for a reason.
Is it really that simple?
It is. It conveys genuine pleasure in meeting someone new and sets a friendly tone right off the bat.
It's like a verbal handshake.
Yeah, you could say that.
Okay, so I've chatted with them for a bit now. How do I gracefully exit the conversation without being rude?
It was nice talking to you is always a good one.
Okay.
Shows you enjoyed the conversation, but you're ready to move on.
It's a nice way to wrap things up without being abrupt.
Exactly.
Okay, now what about receiving compliments? I always feel a bit awkward when someone gives me a compliment.
I understand that.
It's like I never know what to say.
Well, a simple thank you is always appropriate.
Right.
You can also add a little something like, "That's very kind of you to say."
Oh, that's very kind of you to say.
Oh.
That sounds more personal.
It does. It shows you really appreciate their thoughtfulness.
Okay, now let's flip it around. What's the best way to give a compliment that doesn't sound cheesy?
Be specific. Instead of a generic, "You look great," try something like, "I really like your shoes." Or, "That color looks amazing on you."
Ah, so it's about noticing the detail.
Exactly. It shows you're paying attention.
Okay, I've got one more. What about humor? I sometimes worry my jokes might not translate well or I might offend someone.
Oh, yeah. Humor can be tricky across cultures.
Yeah, is there a phrase I can use to kind of lighten the mood if things get awkward?
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Is your best friend in those situations? Yeah, it lets people know you're not being serious.
It's like a safety net for playful teasing or sarcasm.
Exactly. It can really diffuse tension.
Okay, last one. What if I'm in a loud place and I can't hear what someone's saying?
Happens all the time.
Yeah, how do I ask them to repeat themselves without sounding annoyed?
Sorry, could you repeat that? Works wonders.
Okay,
This sorry at the beginning shows empathy, you know?
like it's not their fault. I couldn't hear.
Exactly.
This has been an incredible deep dive.
It has been fun, hasn't it?
I feel so much more equipped to handle all sorts of conversations.
I'm glad to hear that.
It's like you've given me a secret decoder ring for English.
And remember, language learning is a journey.
Right,
Keep practicing, explore new phrases, and most importantly, have fun with it.
I will.
Yeah.
This deep dive has been amazing. I'm walking away with not just new phrases, but a deeper understanding of how language shapes our interactions.
That's fantastic to hear.
Thanks for joining me on this deep dive, and until next time, keep those conversations flowing.